On the corner of North Road there's an area called the Bible Orchard. This patch of ground was bought with the intention that the rent from it would buy 6 Bibles a year, and then dice would be thrown on Whitsun in All Saints on the communion table so as to win these Bibles. At the end of the Broadway is a monument originally put up in 1897 to commemorate Queen Victoria's Diamond Jubilee. Subsequently, it's also been adapted to celebrate Queen Elizabeth's Diamond Jubilee.
So just lots of Nelson Head.
We're now heading down Bridge Street to St Ives Bridge, which has got a chapel on it. They think there's been a ford at the site of the bridge ever since there was a settlement here at St Ives. A first wooden bridge was built here about 1107 AD. The work on the stone bridge started in 1414, was completed about 1425. At this point, the boat is passing the remains of the railway bridge that carried the line from St Ives all the way to Rugby. I'm saying it floods a lot here, but they built this on stilts.
Yeah, I reckon there's a fake. Do you reckon you can go from...
So now we're entering Hemmingford Grey Meadow. this point, we're walking down Love Lane and into Church Street in Hemmingford Grey, heading towards St James's Church, Hemmingford Grey. Beep, 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 beep.
There's a car behind us.
Yep.
There's also a bike behind us too.
Yep. The first church erected on the site would have been somewhere around 1160. In 1741, a hurricane destroyed the spire. You'll notice it's oddly cut off, and it was levelled and finished in the present form that we see now. The bell tower was restored in 1989 and 2 more bells added, making a peal of 8. It was at this church in 1996 that my wife and I were married. This house is called Tallis Cottage. The owner very generously gave me 3 reasons for the name Tallis Cottage. Tallis once meant bank, I assume by a river. The cottage was also built in 1625 when Thomas Tallis was a very famous composer, and Tallis is his daughter's middle name. 3 very good reasons.
Daniel. No, I mean, it's
My brother-in-law tells me this body of water was made out of a gravel pit. The area of discoloured bricks in this causeway marks the point where there was once a level crossing which took the railway from St Ives, eventually to Rugby. The chapel on the bridge was added in 1426 and dedicated to St Leger. Later the chapel was used to collect tolls. It then became a private residence with 2 extra floors being added in 1736. In the mid-1800s it was a pub called the Little Hell. It had an odd reputation as pigs were kept in the smeller and probably smelt a little bit. Due to concerns of the chapel structure, the 2 extra floors were removed in 1930.
Some not as good as that.